Hey guys, Rob's Ride Shop. So, I've had some guys ask me, how do I go about mounting these wheels and tires? Because these wheels are great, but trying to get these little tires on here is a real pain in the ass. Now, I do use this tire machine here, but the thing you need to know is with this, I can't really just like stick it in there and whip the bar around like you normally would on a tire machine with a bigger tire. You'll probably rip them. So what I'm going to tell you, the trick to this really is one of these and a couple of these. These are Motion Pro rim shields. These are the second version, and I think the reason why these are a second version, it's got these little finger holes in there and they come in pretty handy. So I'm going to go through this and show you guys how I mount these damn tires, because it's not a fun job and it's not easy, and I really hate doing it. And I've already done one. You can tell I'm sweating a little bit, but yeah, I'm gonna get down here and do this other one and show you how I go about mounting these tires. All right, so the first thing you're gonna notice, I have my tire sitting in the sun. That's gonna warm the tire up, make it a little bit more pliable, a little bit easier to work with. This machine is pretty handy, I ain't gonna lie, but all it really is doing for me is holding these rims down. Now, the first thing you need to do is make sure you've got the directions proper, the directions right. So I've got a 90-degree valve stem on here, and you'll notice the valve stem is really pointed away from the disc side. And the reason behind that is you can't, especially if it's a big brake setup, the caliper will hit this every time it goes around. So you need to make sure that this is turned away from the side that the rotor goes onto. So I'm gonna tighten this down. Like I said, this comes in handy, but this isn't really what makes this job any easier. The only thing this is really doing at this point is keeping this from moving. And you can do that with a lot of different things. So the tire itself has a rotation arrow on it. Rotation front here says go this way. And you can tell this rim, the way you can tell on these rims what the direction goes is the rounded portion of it goes that way. So I need to flip this over. So the rotation of the front is the same as the rotation on the rim. Now, I'm going to go ahead and pull these out. And I'm going to do this live. Like, I'm not going to fast forward this for you guys at all. So this is just soapy water. Spray liberally, like a lot of it. Can't really hurt it. Stick it on there, get it on as far as it'll go. Making sure that my rotation is still good. And once you get it on there as far as it'll go, get your handy dandy bar and your rim shields. Some guys don't care about their rims. They're not going to use these. I mean, this is a brand new bike I'm building for somebody. The last thing I want to do is jack up their rims. Usually this side's way easier to get on than the other side. I've seen guys do this without any tools, and those guys are gods. Gotta hand it to them. And when I'm doing this side, I can usually just slip this in from behind. It's a little easier to get on there. Remember, keep it soaked up. That's one side down. I'm gonna lube this up again. There's plenty of soap on it. And the trick to this side is making sure that you get the channel in there. So, or get the tire in the channel. So in the middle of the rim, there's a channel in there. And if you push that, so first things first, get half the tire on. And once you got half the tire on, make sure that you have the tire channel, or the tire's in the channel there, so it'll go as far as you can to getting that on. And I have this lit lock that I use to keep the lock or the tire in place so it doesn't try to slip off on me. There we go, that's on. All right, so next thing is inflating, and I'll show you how I do that. So this is how I go about inflating one of these tires. So the first thing I do is I remove the valve stem. And the reason I do that is it's way faster to fill the tire using a blowgun, and it seats the beads faster. And usually what I'll do is spray a little soapy water around it, kind of help catch the bead, allow it to slip into place a little easier. And as an added benefit, it also shows me if there's any leaks. Not catching, you kind of gotta. So what I was trying to say before the compressor kicked in was sometimes when the bead's not setting, you'll need to move the wheel around to kind of help it get itself in place. And once it happens, right there, you'll see a pop. You'll see it pop on both sides. You're looking for an actual audible pop. And after that, you're going to go ahead and put the valve stem back in. With the soap, when you spray it on the side, you'll see air bubbles coming out if the bead hasn't been set completely all the way around. So usually you'll use a little bit higher air pressure just to get it set in place and make sure that you don't have any leaks.